My adventure in the mountains. Hello, my name is Daniel. Today I want to tell you about an amazing adventure I had in the mountains last summer. It was an experience I will never forget and taught me many valuable lessons. It all started when my parents decided that we needed a family vacation. We had been very busy with school and work, and we all needed a break. My mom suggested that we go to the mountains and spend a week there. She had found a cozy cabin that we could rent, and the area had many hiking trails and beautiful scenery. I was very excited about the trip. I loved the idea of exploring the mountains, hiking, and spending time in nature. My younger sister, Emily, was also excited. She loved animals and was hoping to see some wildlife. My dad was looking forward to relaxing and spending quality time with the family. We packed our bags with clothes, hiking gear, and food and set off early one Saturday morning. The drive to the mountains was long, but the scenery was beautiful. We drove through forests, past rivers, and up winding roads. As we got closer to our destination, the air became cooler and the mountains loomed larger in the distance. When we arrived at the cabin, we were amazed by how beautiful it was. It was a wooden cabin with a large porch, surrounded by tall trees and wildflowers. Inside, it was cozy and comfortable, with a fireplace, a kitchen, and 2 bedrooms. We unpacked our things and settled in. The first day, we decided to explore the area around the cabin. We found a small stream nearby and spent some time playing in the water and looking for interesting rocks and plants. Emily found some beautiful flowers and took pictures of them. My dad and I skipped stones on the water, and my mom relaxed on a blanket, enjoying the peaceful surroundings. The next day, we decided to go on a hike. We had found a trail map in the cabin, and my dad chose a trail that looked interesting. It was a moderate hike that would take us to a scenic viewpoint. We packed some snacks and water and set off early in the morning. The hike was amazing. The trail wound through dense forests, across small streams, and up steep hills. Along the way, we saw many interesting plants and animals. Emily was thrilled to see a family of deer grazing in a meadow. We also saw squirrels, birds, and even a fox. As we hiked, we talked and laughed, enjoying each other's company. My dad told us stories about his own adventures in the mountains when he was younger. My mom shared interesting facts about the plants and animals we saw. Emily and I tried to spot as many different types of birds as we could. After a few hours of hiking, we reached the viewpoint. It was breathtaking. We could see the entire valley below us, with rivers winding through the forests and mountains rising in the distance. We sat down on some rocks and enjoyed our snacks, taking in the beautiful scenery. While we were resting, my dad suggested that we explore a bit further. He had noticed another trail that led to a small lake, and he thought it would be fun to check it out. We all agreed and set off on the new trail. The trail to the lake was a bit more challenging. It was steeper and rockier, and we had to be careful not to slip, but the effort was worth it. When we reached the lake, we were amazed by how clear and beautiful it was. The water was a deep blue, and we could see fish swimming near the shore. There were tall trees all around the lake, and the area was very peaceful. We spent some time by the lake, skipping stones and enjoying the scenery. Emily tried to catch some fish with a small net we had brought, but they were too quick for her. My dad and I found a fallen log and tried to balance on it, pretending we were tightrope walkers. It was a lot of fun. As the afternoon turned to evening, we decided to head back to the cabin. The hike back was tiring, but we were all in good spirits. When we got back, my mom made a delicious dinner, and we sat around the fireplace, talking about our day. We were all tired but happy. The next few days were filled with more adventures. We went on different hikes, explored new trails, and discovered hidden waterfalls and meadows. We also spent some time just relaxing at the cabin, reading books, playing games, and enjoying the peaceful surroundings. One day, my dad suggested that we try something different. He had found a place nearby that offered guided rock climbing tours. I had never tried rock climbing before, and I was both excited and a little nervous. Emily was too young to participate, so my mom decided to stay with her and explore the area around the climbing site. The rock climbing experience was incredible. Our guide, Mike, was very experienced and made sure we were safe at all times. He taught us the basics of rock climbing and how to use the equipment. My dad and I listened carefully and followed his instructions. The climb was challenging but exhilarating. We climbed up a steep rock face, using our hands and feet to find holds and pull ourselves up. Mike encouraged us and gave us tips on how to improve our technique. When we reached the top, we were rewarded with an amazing view of the surrounding mountains and valleys. After the climb, we joined my mom and Emily and shared our experience with them. They had found a beautiful meadow filled with wildflowers and had taken some great pictures. We spent the rest of the day exploring the area and enjoying a picnic together. As our week in the mountains came to an end, we were all a little sad to leave. We had made so many wonderful memories and had grown closer as a family. On our last evening, we sat around the campfire outside the cabin, roasting marshmallows and talking about our favorite moments from the trip. My favorite moment was the rock climbing adventure. It was something I had never done before, and I was proud of myself for trying something new and challenging. Emily's favorite moment was seeing the deer in the meadow. My mom loved the peaceful hikes and the beautiful scenery, and my dad enjoyed sharing his love for the mountains with us. On the drive back home, we talked about our next adventure and made plans for future trips. We all agreed that we wanted to come back to the mountains again someday. When we got home, I felt a sense of accomplishment and happiness. The trip had been an incredible experience, and I had learned so much about nature, teamwork, and pushing myself to try new things. I also felt grateful for the time I had spent with my family and the memories we had made together. The following weeks were filled with sharing stories and pictures from our trip with friends and family. Emily and I created a scrapbook filled with photos, drawings, and mementos from our adventure. It was a great way to remember the amazing time we had in the mountains. One day, while looking through the scrapbook, I realized how much I had grown from the experience. The adventure had taught me to appreciate the beauty of nature, to be brave and try new things, and to cherish the time spent with loved ones. It had also sparked a newfound interest in outdoor activities and a desire to explore more of the natural world. With this new passion, I decided to join the school's outdoor club. The club organized hiking, camping, and other outdoor activities for students. I was excited to be part of it and to meet other people who shared my love for nature and adventure. Our first outing with the outdoor club was a weekend camping trip to a nearby state park. I packed my gear and set off with my classmates and our teacher, Mr. Roberts, who was leading the trip. We set up our tents, built a campfire, and spent the evening sharing stories and roasting marshmallows. The next day, we went on a challenging hike to a hidden waterfall. The trail was steep and rocky, but I felt confident and prepared, thanks to my experience in the mountains. When we reached the waterfall, we were all amazed by its beauty. We took a break to swim in the cool water and enjoy the breathtaking scenery. Throughout the trip, I felt a strong sense of camaraderie with my fellow club members. We supported each other, shared our experiences, and worked together as a team. It was a wonderful feeling to be part of a group that appreciated and respected nature as much as I did. As the school year continued, I participated in more outdoor club activities. We went on hikes, camping trips, and even a weekend canoeing adventure. Each trip brought new challenges and new opportunities to learn and grow. I felt more connected to nature and more confident in my abilities. One memorable trip was a winter camping adventure in the nearby mountains. We had to prepare for cold weather and snow, which was a new experience for many of us. Mr. Roberts taught us how to build snow shelters, start a fire in the snow, and stay warm and safe in the winter conditions. The highlight of the trip was a nighttime hike under a sky full of stars. The snow-covered landscape looked magical in the moonlight, and the silence of the mountains was peaceful and calming. We reached a clearing and sat down to enjoy the view, feeling a sense of awe and wonder at the beauty of the natural world. My adventure in the mountains had not only given me unforgettable memories, but had also inspired me to pursue new interests and passions. I felt more connected to nature, more confident in myself, and more determined to explore the world around me. As the school year came to an end, I reflected on how much I had grown and changed since that summer trip to the mountains. I had discovered a love for outdoor activities, made new friends, and learned valuable life lessons. I felt grateful for the experiences and the people who had supported and encouraged me along the way. That summer, my family and I decided to return to the mountains for another vacation. This time, we invited some friends to join us, and we planned a variety of activities to enjoy together. We went hiking, fishing, and even tried horseback riding. It was another incredible adventure, and we made many more wonderful memories. One day, while hiking with my dad, we came across a group of rock climbers. Watching them climb brought back memories of my first climbing experience. I felt a strong desire to try it again, and my dad encouraged me to pursue it. When we returned home, I signed up for a rock climbing course at a local climbing gym. I learned more advanced techniques and improved my skills. I loved the challenge and the sense of accomplishment that came with each climb. It became a new passion, and I made many new friends who shared my enthusiasm for climbing. Over the years, my love for the outdoors continued to grow. I explored new places, tried new activities, and pushed myself to new heights. I felt a deep connection to nature and a sense of fulfillment in the adventures I pursued. One of the most significant adventures I embarked on was a month-long backpacking trip through a national park. It was a challenging and rewarding experience, and I felt a deep sense of accomplishment when I completed it. The trip taught me to be self-reliant, to appreciate the beauty of the natural world, and to cherish the moments of solitude and reflection. Looking back on my journey, I realized that my adventure in the mountains had been a turning point in my life. It had opened my eyes to the wonders of nature, taught me valuable life lessons, and inspired me to pursue my passions. I felt grateful for the experiences and the people who had supported me along the way. As I prepare for new adventures and challenges in the future, I carry with me the memories and lessons from that first trip to the mountains. It will always hold a special place in my heart, and I will always be grateful for the adventure that changed my life. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day.